Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a Mars conjunct Venus twin flame reading for my dearest Sagittarius. So Sag, on July 13th, Venus and Mars aligned at 19 degrees of Leo. And this is a transit that takes place more or less every 2 years. We're going to be feeling this energy a week on either side of the 13th. This transit will shine down creativity, harmonize any imbalances, and activate soulmate and twin flame contracts. So when Venus, the goddess of love, and Mars, the fearless warrior, come together, we feel an awakening of the feminine and masculine principles within us. This awakening will help shift our attitudes towards sexuality and relationships. So Sag, I'm going to be reading Divine Feminine energy on the right, Divine Masculine on the left. Let me say that again. Divine Feminine energy on the left, Divine Masculine on the right, and we're going to see what's going on between you guys. So again, Divine Feminine on the left, Divine Masculine on the right. And remember, I'm not reading gender, I'm reading energies. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going on for my Saggies in this twin flame journey. I have also just been guided to tell you that it's important to check your North Node when consulting these twin flame readings, okay? So let's go ahead and see what else comes through, or what comes through for my dear Sagittarius for this twin flame reading. All right, so we've got the pull. Sag, some of you guys, the Divine Feminine here could have Pisces or Cancer in her chart, or maybe you're dealing with a Pisces or Cancer. The Divine Masculine, stolen. Some of you guys are dealing with a third party situation, but the magnetic pull between you guys is super intense. I'm also getting with this full moon, some of you guys, you're releasing this person. This is somebody who may be in a karmic connection, the Divine Masculine. And we have meeting. Wow, these cards came out for somebody else, but a couple of days ago in somebody else's reading. Some of you guys, Sag, Divine Masculine, you guys may have met while the masculine was still in another connection. Or maybe it's the Divine Feminine who's in another connection. The Divine Masculine is looking at how to steal her away. Okay. Social media, some of you guys have met online, or social media plays a prominent role in this connection and bringing you together, or even splitting you up if you guys are in separation. I'm also getting that, if there's no third party situation here involved in your connection, that the Divine Masculine, his heart, he knows that the Divine Feminine is holding his heart. But I do feel like there's some sort of distance between you guys. I don't know if it's like if you guys are from different places, or you met online, or you met somewhere and one of you had to leave, or you had to part ways. But the attraction between you guys is ridiculous. Okay, it's like you can't let go of one another. All right, let's go ahead and see what comes through for the Divine Feminine. Again, strong Pisces, Cancer energy with this moon. Four of Pentacles. Yep, I'm not letting go. The Divine Feminine is absolutely not wanting to let go of her masculine. But there is a little bit of a scarcity mindset, or a feeling of, this moment will leave, or this love will leave me, or will go away. This is something that the Divine Feminine needs to purge and release. Purge and release, close out a difficult cycle with the world. There's some sort of distance between you guys. If it's emotional distance, or maybe it's physical distance. You could be dealing with a Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio. There's a difficult cycle coming to an end. So some of you guys, this could have been a long distance connection where you guys are now coming together. Maybe you haven't even met each other in person. I'm also seeing with this Four of Pentacles, there's this energy of isolation and loneliness that the Divine Feminine was embodying that now is coming to an end. It could be because she's met her divine counterpart, but this is most likely the work that she's done to call him in. Queen of Pentacles, nurturing. Some of you guys are destined to have a family with this person. The Queen of Pentacles is telling me that this is a connection that may lead to marriage, or maybe it already has. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy of waiting. This is what you've been waiting for, Divine Feminine. You've been doing some serious work. You may have been working with moon magic or law of attraction, but most importantly, you've been putting up strong boundaries, nurturing yourself, your career, your body, your spirituality. And that's why you're banishing that Four of Pentacles, an old way of thinking, something that no longer serves you. Hermit, some of you guys are dealing with a Virgo, or you have Virgo in your chart. Look at this long journey it has been over the ice, over that tundra. The Divine Feminine, many of you have been on your own for a very long time. Some of you may have even given up on the idea of love or the idea of calling in an adequate partner. Some of you may be single parents. Again, it's not gender, it's energy. But yeah, you're letting go. Somebody's releasing a cycle of being on their own. I'm getting this really strong energy of isolation, feeling alone. That's coming to an end. You guys are coming together. Ooh, Sag. Whether you know this person or not, Divine Feminine, you are ready. You are ready. Divine Masculine, the Moon card in reverse. So double confirmation of the Moon here, you guys. Strong Cancer, Pisces energy, although it doesn't have to be. The Divine Masculine is no longer seeing things through a distorted lens. Illusions have been broken down. There's been some sort of clarity or illumination. The Three of Cups in reverse. There's something here about a third party situation. Somebody was either in a karmic connection or is. There could be gossip, okay? There could be bad advice that the Divine Masculine was listening to or was hearing, or he was allowing in, that may have affected this connection. It could also be that the Divine Feminine is hearing bad advice, or, you know, I'm getting like a haters type energy with this Three of Cups. So it's like people who are negative about love or about this connection, telling you why it can't work or what's going on. Like it could even be made up gossip, because they're projecting that loneliness or that scarcity mindset that they have within. But what I'm seeing here, the Divine Masculine may have heard or seen something that wasn't accurate. Could be on social media, seeing through those illusions, but it may have taken a while. Okay, he may have even walked away from the feminine because of this misinformation. The Hanged Man, somebody who's gone quiet. Look at this really strong Pisces energy. This came out in the Gemini reading as well, so you might want to check that reading out, which would make sense. You guys are on the same axis. But seeing things, getting a new perspective, the Divine Masculine is going to move towards the Divine Feminine with this newfound knowledge. Maybe it was that he made a bad choice. Okay, maybe it was, hey, I want to, it doesn't matter if they're karmic situations, we belong together. You may be receiving messages on social media. I'm kind of getting like the Divine Masculine here. It either wants to steal the Divine Feminine away from a current situation, or he feels like his heart has been stolen and he's willing to move mountains to move towards her. Queen of Wands in reverse, but there very well may be a third party situation affecting this connection. But I do feel like that whether the Divine Masculine chose somebody over the Divine Feminine, that this current partner, he's seeing through this connection as he's seeing it as karmic. He's seeing through any sort of illusions, and he wants to move towards the Divine Feminine, or vice versa. You know, the Divine Feminine could be in this connection. But I do feel like this Queen of Wands, this is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. There's a little bit of a loss of confidence that he'll be able to do it, but I feel like he's going to do it anyways. Because it's like he might not have a whole lot of confidence that he can actually do this, but it's like it's now or never. That's what I'm getting. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So this is a connection where you guys are coming home to each other, coming back to each other. It's coming back around. This is Judgment. So this is reincarnation, reconciliation. This is a second chance, Sag. But somebody's gone through a deep awakening. And I do feel like the Divine Masculine, whether it was about something he heard or he saw or he learned, or it was bad advice, he may have been, he may be surrounded by friends or family members or something, or media that tells him that, don't get involved with this person or this type of connection. And he may have been allowing that to influence or to lead him, but I see that that's changing. Okay, that he's, this is like a lightning bolt. This is an awakening. This is a shock. And look at that. We have the King of Wands. All right, guys, I'm just going to pause the camera for just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So I do see we have a perfect pair here, but the Divine Feminine here, what I'm seeing here, has been going through a moment or a very powerful time, maybe even sort of a dark period, but where she's really coming into alignment. And we see that with the Hermit energy coming out the other side with just a much more higher perspective on what's going on and what needs to be purged and released. And she's really nurturing herself. And as a result, she's really becoming this King of Wands energy, or stepping into this power, magnetizing and attracting, and we see that magnetic pull, the Divine Masculine. Now, the Divine Masculine may not be as confident, as he once was, because I do feel like he has some regrets or some shame around a decision that he may have made, but he's seeing things differently. And as a result of the Divine Feminine's breakthroughs and awakening and enlightenment, the same thing is happening for him. And I feel like he's strategizing. He may even come in and say, hey, can we be friends? Or he's spying on her social media. But definitely this is, it's like the wheels have started to turn. Okay, where you guys are either going to meet each other for the first time, or you guys are coming back together. But we still get the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so where the Divine Masculine, Five of Swords, mind games, and control, there is still some sort of drama around this connection or around the masculine. And what I was picking up earlier with this Queen of Wands, the Divine Masculine here may be involved. It can be an aspect of himself, so it doesn't have to be that there's a third party, but may be involved with somebody who's very jealous, somebody who's very, manipulative and controlling is what I'm getting, somebody that's really holding on to him very tight. But I think he's starting to see and sense and feel really truly that this connection is one that needs to be purged and released. The Divine Feminine may even feel that this Queen of Wands energy in reverse has done some sort of spell work, or has the Divine Masculine under the influence. Five of Swords, somebody who's willing to to win at all costs, and to do, I don't know if this Queen of Wands has trapped the Divine Masculine somehow. Okay, or if it's just mind games, or if it's spell work or something like that. But it has created a lot of sadness and a lot of heartbreak, and it's pushed the Divine Feminine here to do her own work, to release this scarcity mindset. And I see her very much so stepping into her strength to close out a very difficult cycle. The Ten of Swords in reverse, I do feel like there's communication coming in. Okay, it may be coming in from the Divine Masculine or vice versa. All right, so let's get some more information here for the Divine Feminine. Confident. Yep, she's stepping into that King of Wands energy, very confident, able to attract. The Divine Feminine might also start to notice that she's doing sort of spontaneous manifesting. So if she hasn't completely manifested this connection or the Divine Masculine in the 3D, it might be things like, man, I really wish I had a coffee. And then, somebody walks by your office, or you're sitting at the pool or something, and somebody's like, oh, here's a free coffee sample. You want to try it? Something like that. Or maybe you're like, man, I really wish I had, or I really need a pen. And then out of nowhere, boom, you see a pen on the floor or something like that. Like, I do feel like the Divine Feminine is already really doing some small manifestations. She just has to see, sense, and believe, in the bigger ones. The Divine Feminine is not willing to put herself in a situation that's draining her emotionally, mentally, financially, physically, or spiritually. Beautiful energy, major up-leveling here, very strong Divine Feminine here. All right, loves to go out. So the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine might be struggling with some addiction, might just be struggling with excess. And again, he's not completely in alignment with the Feminine at this point in time. He may be married to somebody else, okay? Or he could, and if that's not the case, I do feel like that you were married in a past life, but I do pick up on some sort of third party energy. It may be an aspect of himself. It doesn't have to be another person. Again, you guys know your story a bit better than I do. But I do feel like the Divine Masculine is recognizing how he wasn't sincere in the past when dealing with the Divine Feminine. Okay, but I think he's seeing through all of that. And I do feel like the communication that is coming in will be sincere, okay, whether it's from the feminine or it's from the masculine. All right, so additional messages, please. So we get rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. The feminine may have or may even be rejecting the divine masculine if she recognizes, look, they're out of alignment. If the divine masculine, the Queen of Wands, can also be an energy of promiscuity. It can be excess. It can be somebody who doesn't think things through as well. Like they just have passionate reactions. And so what I'm seeing here, the divine feminine is standing in her power and is coming out as this visionary leader and in alignment. She's going to reject the masculine if he doesn't come at her in the same energy. And she may also reject him if he's in another connection. Spiritual lesson. So the divine masculine is going through these spiritual lessons or is being triggered to learn these lessons because of the divine feminine. She's really in her power, you guys. Kudos to you if you are the divine feminine in this reading. And trust. It's safe to trust. I feel like the divine feminine here is very trusting of her abilities, that what is meant for her will always come back to her, that she's generated beautiful relationship karma. And she may be holding space for her emperor to come into alignment, to be able to show up, to claim her, to be decisive, to show his true feelings. But I also feel like her self-worth here isn't based on what he's doing, because she's actually already moved through that energy, that scarcity mindset complex, and she's focused on herself. Maybe other options or her life purpose, her spirituality, but it's like she's not waiting around for him. Although there's this trust, there's this peace in her heart that is holding space for him because he still does have a lot to go through. And this is very similar to the Gemini reading. So you guys might have Gemini in your chart, or you might want to check out the Gemini reading. We also get financial challenges are affecting this situation. So again, it could be somebody here, divine masculine, who's married to their job. Okay, or is struggling a little bit here with, you know, like overworking or workaholism or something like that. All right. All right, so intense lust, you drive me crazy. So the divine feminine is very heavily in this King of Wands energy. This is confident. There may be a need for sexual release is what I'm getting. Okay, and then we get paused, I need to heal. Yeah, she's not going to be, and with this Queen of Pentacles energy, the divine feminine is not going to be rushed into anything. The wisdom that she's gained by completing this cycle is too great. So she may, you know, we see rejection. I didn't even go over that. They're telling me this rejection is actually divine protection. You know, in a way, she may also not only be protecting herself if the masculine isn't in alignment, but also protecting the masculine from heartache and disappointment if he hasn't completed the work that he needs to. Okay. And we get every piece of you is perfect. So this is the divine masculine smitten with the feminine. And can we still be friends? So I feel like there may have been, like, somebody here may have been friend zoned, or there may be this, and when sincere comes out in the reverse too, it may be the divine masculine reaching out, trying to create some sort of bond through social media, or just saying, hey, can we be friends? Obviously he has much more, he has ulterior motives. He doesn't want to just be friends. But you know that if you're the divine feminine, you already know that. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So again, strong Virgo energy coming through, but you could be dealing with an earth sign or have that in your chart. And you have this unbreakable bond. But for some of you, there is a choice between, you know, twin flame and soulmate here. And again, I feel like the divine feminine is vibing so high that she will reject the masculine if he doesn't come at her correct. Balanced. Ooh, so yeah, look at that. We get black tourmaline, so protection. So definitely being protected. All right, and if you are the divine feminine and you've been rejected, I feel like there's a sense of ease knowing that the timing wasn't right, or that your person isn't in alignment. Okay, or your masculine carnelian. Ooh, the masculine wants the feminine in a very bad way. All right, and we get turquoise, number 39. Beautiful. So I'm going to be reading from the Crystal Wisdom Oracle. So the divine feminine is coming out with black tourmaline, protection. Black tourmaline absorbs negative energy and affords excellent energetic protection, enhancing your physical vitality. And we see the feminine really, really embracing that physical vitality and also probably needing, some sort of sexual release, okay, however that might take place. And if that's with the divine masculine or not, right? So you are adaptive, adjusting to new places and new situations. You have clarity of thought and analyze situations rapidly. Let go of overcautiousness, but stay protected. You sense it when people wish you ill. Yes, and there's that third party energy. It could be, vicious gossip. It could be, a karmic situation involved with your masculine. It could be friends or family giving him bad advice. You know what's going on here if you're the divine feminine. You may be carrying a family or past life curse that creates dis-ease. Recognize that negative thoughts and actions harm others and yourself. So you're being asked to strengthen your protection, consolidate plans, and be realistic. You'll soon see the way through obstacles. Ensure you are well protected. All right, neutralize bad energy without harm to others. Watch your thoughts, attend to practical matters, be generous, and give others freedom. And there's all that earth energy, this very grounded energy coming from the feminine. Love that. Powerful, powerful energy. Really strong connection to Mother Earth, Gaia. So some of you may need to or may want to, because we see this conflict in these mind games. There very well could, and I told you, I felt like there was some spell work here being done, or, ill will or wishes. Okay, people that may not want to see you together. But again, you want to neutralize it without harming others. So the masculine is in this energy of creativity. Carnelian protects against glamours or spells. Wow, so this is coming out on both sides. Envy and the evil eye, bringing good fortune to the wearer. It prevents blood from rushing to the head to cause precipitate action. You have the ability to remain calm during disputes and the self-control not to follow the crowd. Courage in the face of danger comes from inner strength, not foolhardiness. Your family means a lot to you. Your sexual drive is strong. Lust or aggression has been a problem in a past life. Direct it toward creativity and raising kundalini, so getting more into that feminine energy. And again, with the feminine here, really embodying this King of Wands energy being in the masculine. And if the masculine is really in a masculine, we're not going to have a spark, right? And again, remember, I'm not talking about gender, but we need polar opposites to have that connection and to have that spark. Okay, so be eloquent, creative, and bold. Don't back down. Trust your intuitive perceptions. And I feel like this is what's going on with the moon in reverse and the hanged man in reverse, that the divine masculine here is getting a really, really strong third eye upgrade, okay? Distinction in your career lies ahead. So remember, we saw that some certain financial challenges. So if you're like, there's no third party, I'm not married, my person isn't in a connection, it may be that third party is that workaholism that I was picking up on. And look, right underneath that, working less will help strengthen your relationship, right? So it very well could be that third party is work. You're a tower of strength during sorrow. Stay anchored in the present. Let go of emotional ties or outdated projects holding you back. Beware of a charismatic person. Yeah. So I do feel like you guys, there may be some sort of spell work here involved, or there may be somebody that's trying to keep you guys apart for whatever reason. Their motives are going to be different for each and every one of you. But in between you guys, we have trust and we have turquoise, true riches. A copper-based stone attracting good fortune since antiquity. Turquoise was popular for protective amulets. Hear all this protection, you guys. Sacred to Hathor or Venus and to Buddha, it linked earth and sky and made a potent love charm. Your pathway is one of self-realization. Qualities you cultivate now drive your spiritual evolution forward. Draw on your karmic wisdom and past life skills. Release vows that no longer serve you and speak what used to be unspeakable. So I feel like somebody here has some vows that they want to be released from. It could be from the past, or it could be that there's a current connection. Watch your health and avoid polluted environments. Brilliant success and happiness are coming. Fortune favors you. So I do see that, especially with the divine masculine, maybe working towards a particular financial goal. Okay, and that may be, this realization or what's sort of keeping you apart. You navigate the way forward with sure-footed confidence, but watch your personal safety and deal with problems immediately. Good friends accompany you. You are in the spotlight and others rely on you. Your true riches lie not in the bank, but in your heart. Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So, you guys, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.